My name is Scott Connors. Been using Lofty since about 2020. In the last couple of years, I founded RealOS, which is a company that supports other Lofty users. So the frustration with lead generation is we're bombarded by third-party services trying to sell us leads. They typically want either a significant investment up front or a monthly charge or both, or they want to take 30 or 40% of my paycheck if I close on something. I did a deep dive into lead gen a couple years ago, talked to a bunch of different companies, and what I found was it was expensive, it was complicated, and the best of the best promised about a 2 or 3% conversion rate on the leads they're going to be sending me. So I first used Listing Blast last year. I ran it on a couple listings with pretty good results. And then I just launched my first zip code blast campaign about a month ago, and it's been fantastic. So after starting, especially the zip code blast, it starts working almost immediately. I want to say within 24 to 48 hours, the first leads started coming in, and I was blown away by the volume of leads, and I'm also getting some conversations going. So far with the zip code blast product, I'm at $2.30 per lead, which is really low. Generated, I think so far in about 3.5 weeks, about 73 leads, I believe. And the best metric I've got is I'm having conversations at some level with about 15% of them. And given that we typically expect 1 to 2 or maybe 3% conversion, if I'm talking to 15%, I'm going to close some of them. So I'm very optimistic about the product. So the quality of the leads, generally speaking with online leads, they're going to be pretty low quality. We expect that. What I found when I ran Google pay-per-click ads, for example, they were really bad, and not just bad in that they wouldn't convert, but I got a lot of bad information, bad phone numbers, bad email addresses. One of my favorite things about both Zip Code Blast and Listing Blast, so anyone who clicks on that ad by definition has a Facebook account. And so I don't know that I've had a single bad phone number come in yet. And I would say the last Google pay-per-click campaign I ran, it might have been 50 or 60% of them were just bad phone numbers. So since I started using Listing Blast, I find it's a fantastic way to very consistently fill my pipeline, generating on average around 3 leads per day. They're going into my database. Of course, I've got Lofty, I've got automations running to work to convert those leads. While I do expect to close some of these leads fairly quickly, the great thing is, if I run this consistently, which I fully intend to do, over a period of months, I'll be adding hundreds of leads to my pipeline, all of which, using Lofty's tools, are going to be getting property alerts and market reports being driven back to my site. And so I expect the short-term conversions to more than pay for the product, and the long-term impact could be dramatic. So I love it, and I'm actually planning to take everything that we closed from this program, funnel a specific percentage back into the program so that we continue to grow our database. It may be the most predictable way to grow my database I've ever used. We are pretty good at generating organic leads as well, but nothing is going to generate the volume of registrations I'm getting off of this program. And so the ROI is ridiculous. If you think of it as $2.30 per lead at 100 leads, $230, one closing more than pays for that. And I believe strongly I'll get more than one closing out of it. So the ROI has been fantastic. So if you're the type of person who doesn't like to pay for leads, which frankly is me most of the time, that's fine. You can totally generate leads organically using Lofty. What Listing Blast or Zip Code Blast is going to do is it's going to accelerate it. That spend that you're doing on those leads simply speeds up your timeline so that rather than waiting 6 months to get those conversions, you're going to get them in 1 month. And so that's really what you're getting, is you're moving the process along much more quickly by investing in the leads. One of the most important things to know about any type of lead gen, whether it's organic or paid, like Listing Blast or Zip Code Blast, is that you have to have a strong conversion plan in place. And Lofty is fantastic for that. The tools that you can use for automations really streamline the process. So when the leads come in, the system does its thing for me and gets those conversations started. Without that conversion, you're wasting your money on the leads. You should not do that. What we do at RealOS is we help you set up those automations. We do a complete package of smart plans. We help you set up your CRM for success. We build it in a way that's very agent friendly. And for this particular conversation with regard to Listing Blast, when a lead comes in that I'm getting through Listing Blast, they are immediately contacted by text, email, and I drop a voicemail on their phone. And that's all done natively within Lofty. We find that piece is absolutely critical. So even compared to dialing every lead, which I don't have the time to do, you're not going to get a better conversion than what you get from the smart plans. And what we do at RealOS is we help you build those automations, we set up your CRM for success, and we train you how to get the absolute most out of the platform.